Yo, it's your boy Key 757, and this is Up for Debate, episode 11. We getting them in as always, and as always, let me introduce my co-host, Mouse Devonna. Say what's up to the people, y'all.
Yo, it's Devonna. Say nah.
What's happening? It's Mouse, a.k.a. Ayar Manel. We in here for episode 11. Let's get it.
Okay. So let's go ahead and start off with our thought-provoking questions. And let me see what we got for y'all. If it had to always be nighttime or always be daytime, which would you choose and why?
Daytime. I can't stand night. It's hard to see and shit.
Me too.
Right.
Daytime. I love the sun. You can see people. Why would you want it to be night? We gonna be depressed.
Niggas gonna be getting robbed way more.
Not really.
You crazy.
Shit.
Why? Daytime, you ain't gonna. How you gonna sleep?
I can sleep in the day.
I can sleep
Put
in the
some
day.
damn curtains up.
I make it dark as
Yeah,
hell
but
in the house.
Our house already be dark, so shit. I don't even be knowing it. Like if I don't go look outside,
What you
sometimes
pick?
I don't even know it's daytime.
Damn.
What you pick?
I would pick probably daytime. I'm trying to see if I could pick nighttime, but it's kind of hard to pick it though, cause like it's nighttime.
Right. I don't even like when it get dark at 6.
But I do like nighttime too though. Like I enjoy nighttime. I enjoy the moonlight.
That's what God gave us. But
I enjoy the
nighttime,
stars a lot.
Yeah,
I enjoy the stars a
There's
lot.
nice stuff you can see, like the moon and the stars.
And you'll never see the moon and stars ever again. You just daytime all the time. Just that would kind of be weak.
Well.
You be stargazing.
Yeah, actually I do. I've been doing that since I was a child. Like I've always found it fascinating.
All right, tomorrow I'm gonna ask you to point out the Milky Way. Then
Actually, why tomorrow? Like it ain't gonna be no nighttime till tomorrow.
Cause I ain't gonna be here tonight, motherfucker.
All right, so all right, let's move on to our next segment of the show, Versus. This is when we take two things and we verse them against each other and we discuss them. And on the first one, we have a toughie. Well, kinda, not really, but kinda. But this is which one's funnier, Will Ferrell versus Zach Galifianakis.
Can't even say the boy name right.
I did, Zach Galifianakis.
Galifianakis.
Bruh, stop. You a hater. Anyway.
It don't matter. His last name weak as fuck.
Long
as hell.
Finakis.
Sorry.
It's not Finakis.
Fianakis then. Whatever you
Yeah,
said it wrong.
You said it
motherfucker.
wrong too.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. We talking about Will Ferrell. Everybody know who Will Ferrell is. He starred in movies like Step Brothers, the other guys, Glory, Blaze of Glory, Elf, Semi-Pro, Get Hard. You know who he is. And then Zach Galifianakis starred in movies like Hangover, Due Date, Mastermind, and The Campaign. And Keeping Up with the Joneses. Love that one. So what's up? Which one's funnier?
Zach.
That was quick.
What?
Say
That's
more.
That's my boy. Come on. Everybody love The Hangover. You see his number one.
Mm-hmm.
Due Date. Funny as shit.
Due Date was funny.
Between Two Ferns, the movie, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
I like that. He's funny.
That's what I was about to say. But
Will Ferrell funnier than me, man.
He's
okay.
funnier than you?
Yeah,
Yes.
but Zach got
Step Brothers was the shit. Get Hard, he had me dying. Kevin
That
Hart
was
wasn't
weak.
even that good in that shit. Elf had me weak, and that's a kid movie.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Than Fiction was funny.
Oh, I forgot about
They both was in
Anchorman.
Anchorman
Talladega-
is super funny.
Yeah.
Talladega Nice is my shit.
Yeah. He got a couple.
He cold, bro.
He good. Now, this is which one's funnier. We're not talking about who better as far as movies. We know Will Ferrell going to win in that category. The boy is bad when it comes to the movies. But is he funnier?
Will Ferrell funnier than me, but I don't have because Galifianakis got a couple stand-ups, and Will Ferrell, I ain't never seen him do stand-up. I seen him do Saturday Night Live.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
But
I seen Zach Galifianakis stand up and it was hilarious. He's hilarious.
he is funny, but
He's hilarious. But who's funnier? I'm gonna go with Zach. Got to. He's funnier. He makes me laugh more. He could do just dumb stuff. Like in Mastermind, he had accidentally shot himself or something. He was like, "It grazed my biscuits."
Yeah,
like that was funny. He just say Come on, man.
He said a little iffy shit. Though.
Cause he all round.
And Will Ferrell do shit like that too, but it don't be as funny. Cause in the campaign, they was together in the campaign, and Will Ferrell wasn't that funny in there. He's like, I drank so much gold lager, I had to do so much. I thought I had Crohn's disease because all the gold flakes. It was weak.
In that movie, Galifianakis' character was probably funnier.
You seen it?
Yeah,
definitely funnier. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next verses. We got, and this is just which one you think is better. Let's go with all categories, all around. Which one you think is better? Usher versus Chris Brown. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which one you got?
Hey.
Usher
damn.
or Chris Brown?
This is very hard decision.
Slim Chris Brown.
I love him.
You don't forget about Fat Chris Brown when he was younger.
I know. Fat
Chris
it's
Brown.
A skinny
he was like fat,
Chris
little
Brown.
thick. And he was killing
Chris
it too.
Brown.
This nigga said Fat Chris Brown.
Yeah, now he like
was
real
thicker,
skinny. Like he look like
little crackhead in the face.
He doing hella drugs and shit.
Yeah, he like he a little off the cocaine, which he probably is, but it ain't killing his voice. So who you got, man? One thing about Usher, he sneaks his hits in. I mean, he almost every year he got a hit.
Every time he drop, he do.
This man out here with the intoxication. That boy, hey, I'm about to pick Usher because he got a little bit more juice on Chris Brown.
We talking all around though, so
I'm just saying I'm gonna just pick Usher because he got
better?
albums where you can listen to the whole thing. I never had a whole album from Chris Brown. Well,
what about the first
back in the day, but I haven't got that in a long time.
I can't say I listened to it because I didn't. But the one album he came out with, it had like 42 songs or something like that.
That's too many songs.
But they said that shit was every song was hitting. And I ain't never listened to it.
No, and I probably never will because that's too many.
It's not too many. You got to give it a shot.
It's too much Chris Brown at one time.
Not really.
Yes, it is. You ain't never gonna listen to it. Talking about it ain't.
Because it's Chris Brown.
If he rapping too, his rapping is not gonna captivate me that much.
Yeah, I like his rapping, but it's Chris Brown. I could listen to 42 songs of Chris Brown or Usher. I could do a 42 album of either one of them. But say it's somebody like Yo Gotti,
I've never listened to
Kevin Gates. I can't stand their voices too long. You know what I'm saying? Certain people's voice I can't stand too long.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never listened to 42 songs of an R&B singer.
Me neither. Not
but
42.
I could.
Yeah, I better be on driving to motherfucking Massachusetts, Cali or something,
right.
where I'm gonna listen to 42 songs of Chris Brown, either one of them, because I'm gonna want to change the song.
Okay.
I like variety.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Usher just cause he got like a whole nother decade on Chris Brown. You know what I mean? So
he got his foot in there, and he cold at what he do, and he know how to keep up with the generation.
Who got better dance moves?
Ooh,
that's close.
I mean, damn, Chris Brown is.
I think
Chris Brown. He
gonna
kill him out.
But Usher did that Tick and New Flame. I don't think nobody in the world could do that.
Did you see that?
You
shit?
right, and that shit was cold.
That award show he did with motherfucking. He was dancing with Sierra. That shit was cold.
Sierra.
I can't stand Sierra.
For real.
Yeah, but Chris Brown dance. I don't know who choreographed the shit, but what song was that? It's like. I can't remember. They was like dancing in like a demon like club or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know, but I can't remember. But that I like that dance sequence. Like that shit was hard. But I'm gonna choose as far as all around. I might have to choose Usher. It's so hard because I don't want to turn my back on Chris Brown. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Turn your back on him. Why?
Mm-hmm.
But I might have to because he's from Virginia. And he cold. Like, come on. But he can't do the hits like Usher, man. Usher always making some kind of hit. Like that No Limit song came out of nowhere, hit. Song he just came out with Summer Walker, hit.
I'm not gonna say they came out of nowhere. His album dropping, it's not out of nowhere.
Usher's?
He not just throwing out a single and album.
What album was on it with that No
Usher?
Limit?
His album. I don't remember the name of it.
I don't know. But when I heard it, it came out of nowhere.
Chris Brown can do shit like this that'll make me mad at him. He be making some bullshit songs sometimes with people, and I be like, that's not my speed. So that's why I pick Usher.
Well, that Sex in the Bathroom shit, it ain't my speed, but it's a hit.
It is a hit, but it get on my nerves.
It get on my nerves, but not because of him. I think Yellow Beezy gets on my nerves on that shit. I can't stand him.
I just think the concept of the song is whack.
It's never been done before, so I wouldn't call it whack. I think it's
ain't nobody doing as much as they saying they doing in a fucking club bathroom.
Oh, you going too
well, you
hard.
Don't know what clubs they be in.
You don't show. No, they rich.
They probably
be going hard in the club.
Yeah, you be in the club bathroom with one stall. It was one stall, no windows.
Stupid. Shut up.
All right, moving on to the next verses. We have let's go with I guess I'm gonna pick 3 movies with these guys. First we have Bruce Willis versus Liam Neeson. And with Bruce Willis, we're gonna go with Die Hard. We're gonna go with Sixth Sense, and we're gonna go with Pulp Fiction. And then with Liam Neeson, we're gonna go with Taken. We're gonna go with The Gray, and we're gonna go with. You guys seen Nonstop?
Nah.
How about The Commuter?
I seen Unknown.
Yeah. I think I seen. I don't know if I seen that one.
What else you got?
You seen Run All Night?
No.
Nah, I got it at the house though, but I ain't watched it yet.
Oh, you seen Batman Begins?
Yeah.
So let's go with Batman Begins, Taken, and The Gray. So who you got? Starting with Bruce Willis. Oh, you got him? That was
She's
quick.
so quick today.
That was too quick.
I'm sorry. I used to love Bruce Willis back in the day. I'm like, man, this man cold.
Well, he does.
I don't know why I liked him, but I'm gonna pick him over him because I ain't know nothing about what's his name?
Liam Neeson.
Liam. I ain't know nothing about him.
Until Taken.
Yeah.
Me too.
And you know what? And I probably seen him.
Look,
listen, I probably seen him in a few movies and probably didn't notice him like as an actor. But I noticed Bruce Willis, and I got movies that I like that he done did.
That's because Bruce Willis been headlining, been the main dude for a while since the 90s. I didn't mean to say that.
Right. He's been the lead role in a lot of movies, yes, including Armageddon and Unbreakable and Red. I like that one. But I like Looper too. And Fifth Element.
Yeah, he got 2 minutes.
That's my movie right there.
And he got Hostage was cold.
Surrogate.
Tears of the Sun.
Cop Out was weak though. All right, so we got
Cop Out was terrible.
Yeah, that was weak. All right, so me personally, I'm gonna have to go with. I want to say Liam Neeson, man. I'm talking about as far as like acting, cause Bruce Willis can't really act for real. He's an actor, but he ain't.
And Liam just okay.
I mean,
he just okay for me.
But see, it sucks because Liam Neeson ain't got a catalog like what's his name. I mean, he got a nice catalog, but he got more fails than hits. Mm-hmm. Even though Star Wars was good, he did Star Wars. He did a good job in that. He did a good job in the 18. Batman Begins, he did good. Run All Night was good. Men in Black International was good. I saw that.
Hold on, man. I ain't watch Men in Black because the 2 people that made Men in Black weren't in it, so I'm not really.
What
but
you mean?
Should watch it though.
Like Will Smith and what's the other guy?
What I got to do with it?
I just don't want to watch it.
But that's how I felt too. But I watched it. It's decent.
It is.
It ain't bad for real. Cause I thought it was gonna be trash.
Regardless,
it's international. It's supposed to be based in overseas.
Okay, but so you making him win because of what though? Like,
I think he's a better actor. I believe.
What was his best acting movie then?
Taken.
Because of his acting, or because of his fight scenes?
The fight scenes were terrible. He's old, but he sold the part though.
No, I'll give it The Gray.
The Gray was good too. I like Run All Night. I liked them in Batman Begins. Yeah. I liked them in the 18. Acting wise, I don't know. And, all right, so with Bruce Willis, I mean, when did he do a phenomenal job acting?
He just I just
movies.
liked him.
Okay, you know what? I take that back. I'm gonna go with Bruce Willis on the acting side because The Sixth Sense. I give him that. Boom.
Oh yeah.
He won with that. The Sixth Sense, because he did good in that. Acting wise, he did good in that. But I mean, everything else is kind of mediocre. Like, you know, Unbreakable was a little bit mediocre. He was a little slow with it, and Looper.
What about Red?
Red was kind of like it was almost like a compilation film, like a compilation of all the older actors together. He did good in it, but he wouldn't have did good without a Morgan Freeman or whoever else was in it. You know what I'm saying? That's why. That's what it's almost like. Red is kind of like Expendables. It's not a great movie, but it's fun to watch. You feel what I'm saying?
I give you that.
So yeah, who you got? You ain't picked nobody.
I'm going with Bruce Willis just because he got more movies that I've seen and liked. You know, so
understood. You don't like Liam Neeson? Why you don't like Liam Neeson?
No, I'm saying like I haven't seen as many of his movies. You feel me? So and then I haven't liked all of the movies that I have
some
seen.
of them weak.
I feel you. All right, we're gonna move on to our next verses. This next verses is a 4-way verses. First time we ever did this, and it's dealing with female rappers. We got, and I'm gonna show you guys like 2 pictures because they don't have all 4 in both pictures, but we got Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B versus Lil Kim versus Meg Thee Stallion. So you can only pick one. Who you got? Who do you got?
Woo.
And the reason why I set them all together is because they all got this same kind of promiscuous rap chick vibe.
Yep. Okay, this is where I'm gonna go. My top, Lil Kim. She out of there though. She ain't been making no music or
you can only pick
she done
one.
changed.
So are you like eliminating?
But this how I'm gonna go at it. Lil Kim, Nicki, Cardi B, then Stallion. But I picked Lil Kim.
Okay. You stuck over there.
Meg Thee Stallion is definitely not winning. She's last. Her shit always sound the same, and it get annoying. Cardi and Nicki, I think Nicki got Cardi a little bit because she be singing a little more and sings better.
Yeah.
And but Cardi just popping right now. You feel me? She and then Nicki's Barbie shit got old. You feel me? Cool. But then I don't want to put Lil Kim at number 1 for me because she ain't really been hot since like the late 90s.
No, she was hot in the early 2000s.
Okay, she had that one album. And it was okay to me, and because my mom had the album, and
it was only a couple. K.I.M.
It was only a couple.
That was a hard album.
The one with Lighters Up.
Yeah,
it was only
that was hard.
It was only a few jumps I liked on that.
It was a good album.
So,
who you got, man? Is it out? Let me get mine in. I'm gonna go ahead and choose Nicki Minaj. For me, she said one line, which I know Safari wrote this because it was back in the day, but this one line has made her queen of the ring for me. Out of these 4, if I'm talking all time female rappers, I'm picking Missy Elliott. By the way, but
Missy,
she ain't
not that cold bar wise. She creative as fuck.
I'm picking her though. But out of these 4, I'm picking Nicki because she said, "If I had a dick, I'd pull it out and piss on you." That was hard. I never heard a female say shit, talk like that, say nothing like that. That's why I know Safari did that.
Battle rap,
Kim talk like that.
Battle rap,
I don't listen to battle rap chicks though.
Battle rap chicks be saying some shit. They be saying some shit. But I think I'm gonna roll with you with the Nicki because she had this song before she got on the Cash Money and shit. Yeah. She had did Biggie's Warning, and that shit was hard as fuck.
And Nicki really can spit. Like she can rap. Cardi, she is just.
I don't think Cardi.
I don't like
her
rapping. I don't like her rapping. I like Lil Kim and Nicki rapping. I don't like, and I think Meg is just here for the moment. I don't see her really lasting like the rest of them.
Probably. I think Cardi. I don't be believing that she's writing her own shit, and so that's what keep me from saying her. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with Nicki too.
Cardi don't write her shit. She already said she don't write her shit.
No, she said that she don't write all her shit or some shit like that.
She probably like help, like, oh, I should change this line, like that type shit. You know what I'm
but
saying?
yeah, I'm going with Nicki.
Okay, cool. We went Nicki, and Lil Kim. All right, so moving on to our next segment of the show, the trending news segment of the show, where we take different articles that's trending right now and we debate and discuss them. So the first one is, headline says, Nicki Minaj's husband arrested for not registering as a sex offender in California. Just hearing that, where you at with it? That's crazy.
I'm not, you know what? I'm not dealing with no situation like this. Like, I don't know if they ever fucking talked about it. They probably haven't. She probably just don't give a fuck for real, but it just seemed like
not to mention her brother just got hemmed up.
Oh yeah, like that's what I was about to say. So she's surrounded by pedophiles.
I was gonna say.
I don't understand. Like, it's kind of making you look bad as a person because why he got these charges? Do y'all talk about this as in a relationship? I know some shit get twisted and some shit ain't right. Like, he probably just got these charges off of he said, she said. But it's kind of fucked up that she around these people in her life, and they all pedophiles.
In the audience, y'all gonna see this picture, but you know that joke Mike Epps does with the hand. Why his hand like that?
You right. What is that, sir?
Anyway,
but look, well, she done known this dude since like high school, so
right.
She probably knew whatever little situation he had, and it could have been some shit where some shorty lied to him about the age and was 16 and told him she was 19.
Yeah,
you feel me? So it could be anything like that.
I've heard of situations like that happening. I know of one for sure. And I know the girl was lying. I was there.
She definitely got
not there when they was doing it, but I was there when he met her.
Right.
And she lied about her age.
But she definitely seemed like she got a bunch of like sex offenders around her and shit. Like,
does look bad. Okay. According to TMZ, Nicki Minaj's husband Kenneth Petty turned himself over to U.S. Marshals on Wednesday, March 4th, after he was indicted for failing to register as a sex offender in California. Officials pulled over Petty in November and realized that he was registered as a sex offender in New York, but he had failed to file in California. He was arrested following the incident and released on a $20,000 bond, which I think she paid for. Petty was convicted of first-degree attempted rape in 1995 and was ordered to register as a sex offender after serving nearly 4 years in the New York State prison for the crime. He's facing 10 years in prison if he's convicted of the federal charge of failing to register in California. Now, I think, yes, somebody might have lied. She know about the situation. She ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? She paid his bond. You know what I mean?
Okay. First of all, I ain't gonna go to no lie.
Yeah,
because you just said it happened in 1995. That boy was young.
Right.
So this what I think going on. It was attempted rape.
That's what they say.
I kind of believe it. I don't know why, but I kind of believe it. I just, in my heart, I believe that this situation happened and everybody trying to sweep it under the rug. And I don't know how she want to be around this person for real, because it kind of hinders her life. Because when he registered, now everybody can look up where the pedophiles at in their neighborhood.
Yeah, but it was 25 years ago. Maybe she ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. But it being first degree, it kind of got me on the fence about that. But like I said, it was a long time ago. He do look like he might have a little attitude issue with this picture. Like, I don't know why he not like, he don't look happy in the picture.
Neither one of them do.
Yeah, so it might be something going on behind the scenes.
They don't seem like a happy couple.
Could be.
It's weird.
Well, in other pictures I seen, they do look a little happy, and they both attacking Meek Mills and shit. So they riding for each other nonetheless. Yeah. But you know, he did. Okay, let's say he did.
She bought this outfit.
Let's say he did do the crime or whatever. He served his time. You gonna continue to bash him?
No, I don't think he's not gonna get 10 years. First of all, she got money. That shit gonna probation. He gonna have to sign.
I feel like he was stupid though, because I mean, you know, you going to California, you should have just went on registered as opposed to allowing this shit to get big like this, because no one knew you was registered in New York. So now we all know you're a sex offender because you didn't register. You should have just went and did it.
So, nobody would have found out.
So he put his name on something, and somebody was like, you a sex offender. And he probably ain't even no sex offender. Like, this is back in the day type shit. But he should have did it.
I feel like it being so long ago, he shouldn't have to register anymore.
Yeah.
If nothing has happened since then.
No. You still got to do it. Yeah. Because it's not about him. It's about the crime itself. And the guys who mess with little boys and girls and stuff who now back in society, you feel the same way about them?
That's different.
It's not.
No.
You messing with little boys and little girls, then you have a issue.
But they are.
So that's not going away more than likely.
But that'll be under the same umbrella as sex offender. You see what I'm saying?
It could have just been a drunk chick. That's a little different.
You just making up a situation.
The law don't make it like, okay, some of y'all okay and some no. The law.
So you think they should have to register for the rest of their life?
If you a sex offender, I mean that's the way it is.
Yeah, because you got a problem.
Now
most people don't
it's
stop.
Because you are a sex offender. Just because you a sex offender like this, when you a sex offender like that, don't mean.
In that case, I feel like then people who rob people should have to register as you a rob offender or whatever. Like,
that's a little different. I mean, I see what you're saying, but if that's the case, you have to make everything like that. So you have to register as a murderer.
That's the point.
If you get out, you have to register as a fraud dude or whatever.
That's my point.
If that's the case,
you're singling out one crime and telling them they have to register for that instead of doing
it. That'll suck
because
if say you are a drug trafficker, now you got to register as a drug trafficker, and they look your name up when you're trying to get a job, and like, this man traffics drugs. I can't hire him.
It's already there though. When they do the background check, that's gonna be there.
If you rob the store, misdemeanor,
then you don't have to register.
Yeah.
Okay, well then they shouldn't have to register then.
No, that's different.
Yeah, it's already there.
This is a crime that's dealing with another person. Yeah.
Most of the time, it's children.
Or just rape, period. Because we assuming that it's a child. It could have been a girl. He might have just took advantage of some chick. He might have been young and really raped some girl.
It could have just been a drunk chick or something like that.
Nah, he might have been drunk and went too far.
It could have been that too.
You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, let's move on to the next article here. Headline says Bill Clinton speaks on Monica Lewinsky affair, says it helped manage anxiety.
What?
Bill funny.
Ain't that crazy? Okay, a new documentary series is set to be released via Hulu that highlights former U.S. President Bill Clinton's affair with intern Monica Lewinsky. In a clip that surfaced from the doc, Clinton spoke on the affair, saying Lewinsky was an outlet that helped him deal with anxiety from the pressures of his presidency. Clinton said, quote, and here's something that'll take your mind off. Hold up. Here's something that'll take your mind off it for a while. Everybody's life has pressures and disappointments, terrors, fears of whatever. Things I did to manage my anxiety for years. The Hulu series also reportedly highlights the scandal that ultimately led to his impeachment, as well as Trump bringing up the scandal against his wife Hillary Clinton during her push to become president. Where you at with that?
He could have just got neck from Hillary, man. Like, come on. Like, you can't use that excuse.
You know what? I feel like
he ain't want no neck from no Hillary.
No, he didn't. And this is a young tenderoni that he's seen in his office. First of all, it probably started off as like, we getting cool and close, and I could talk to this lady. I could talk to this lady. Then he like, she fine too.
It started off as work flirts.
Yeah, that's how it happened. But that little statement you just read, he should never say that ever again.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
You sound stupid, and nobody don't want to hear that because it's like you a married man.
I had to deal with the anxieties of presidency.
Yeah, so I had to cheat. That's how it sound.
That's exactly how it sound.
I had to let her slide my knob for a bit. It wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long.
Yeah, man. I think he did exactly what any president before him has done. All the motherfuckers that fucked around with the help of somebody.
How the fuck they get caught?
Think about the presidents that had slaves. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Was
Stop
going
playing.
hard.
Now you want to, Now, don't get me wrong. What he
All
did was
of them
wrong.
cheating on their wife.
Look, I'm gonna ask y'all this: what he did was wrong, but was it wrong, or wrong?
It was wrong.
He shouldn't have got caught in the White House doing it.
Where he's gonna go to Motel 6? Everybody gonna know who he is.
How do you get caught?
He got Secret Service with him. He can't go nowhere.
Somebody probably had some important stuff to tell him, and they just came in. They was like,
"Oh, she under the desk,"
and they just backpedaled out. They was like,
"Whatever, man."
They didn't turn around. They backpedaled out.
They're like, all right.
When I think of her as being under that desk for some reason.
That's how everybody, like, all the jokes painted, but it probably wasn't even like that. You know what I'm saying?
It was in front of the desk, huh? He was standing up.
He was probably butt naked, and she had the same, what they call it, pantsuit on. She had a pantsuit on. I heard somewhere where I think he like busted nothing and got on her outfit, and she still got the outfit with the dried up semen on it right now, and that's like an artifact or something.
Yeah,
like, people would spend a lot of money for that. Somebody would spend a lot. No, it's not about being weird. It's the president.
It is weird though.
You got to think about it.
And his DNA on there.
It's the president.
That's creepy.
The president is automatically going down in history. You got a historical artifact.
I don't want his.
Not that kind of artifact.
Yes, that kind of artifact.
You creepy too.
No, I'm telling you how it works.
You just said it ain't that creepy though.
Somebody got that shirt framed.
Yes, that's how it works, bro. That scandal is going down in history. People gonna always want to know or learn about it. People gonna always know about it. And now you got something to show proof that it happened. Yes, it's going down in history.
The fact she never washed the shirt in the first place.
She was smart.
Man, she had probably mad outfits and she smacked. But she probably had a nice body though.
She looked better than Hillary.
Body.
Right.
She smacked though. And Hillary smacked too. I don't know what she looked like younger. Hillary. I don't know what she looked like.
Couldn't have been that good. Anyway.
Look that up.
Excuse me. Moving on. Now, I have no article for this one. But R. Kelly's former girlfriend and alleged sex slave, Azriel Clary, is making a documentary about Kelly and claims he forced her to eat feces on camera.
Man, ain't nobody. Man, come on, bro. Like,
you don't believe it?
I don't see how you can. I mean, to force somebody to do that, you damn near got to put a gun in somebody's head to eat some feces, bro.
Not really, but them two girls, one cups ain't do it.
Them bitches nasty. They got paid too.
They was throwing up, wasn't they?
If you gonna let somebody do that shit to you, I ain't got no sympathy for you.
I'm just saying.
This what I'm thinking. This shit fake because I feel like you will be traumatized from shit like this. And she doing a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna tell you something
giving
though.
Me like I'm okay now. You ain't okay with that.
Hey, look, let me give y'all something though. All right, so when I seen this, I saw also that she had dropped like a quick little rap on the internet, and I think it was on the Shade Room or something like that, right? They had posted it, and in the comments, everybody was saying doo-doo shit, like with your doo-doo breath and your doo-doo girl, and you got shitty bars and just all this doo-doo shit, right? On her page, she got the same shit, and everybody on there is encouraging her, saying she doing her thing, I think that what she doing, if she just pays attention to her page, it won't bother her. But if she start venturing out and looking away, it's gonna fuck with her. So whether she lying or not, which I don't think she lying, I think that she telling the truth. But if she is lying, it ain't gonna help her. Yeah, it ain't gonna help her. Who gonna buy an album when half of the people in the comment, not even half, every person in the comment was saying you a doo-doo baby and doo-doo girl, and who gonna buy your album?
Probably nobody, but R. Kelly be grabbing a lot of these girls, acting like he gonna give them their dreams, and then he just end up having them do shit like eat shit.
I thought she wanted to sing.
She do sing. She can sing too.
Yeah, he be having girls who
she trying to show that she talented
and want to get out there in the world.
Right.
He take advantage of people.
He definitely do that. Okay, let's move on. Next one. Olive Garden manager fired for honoring racist demand for non-black server. And this picture we seeing right now is actually the hostess of that establishment, that Olive Garden. Okay, according to reports, a manager of Olive Garden in Evansville, Indiana, was fired for reportedly complying with the customer's request to have a server that wasn't black. A 16-year-old hostess at the restaurant named Amira Donahue said the racist customer entered the restaurant and had already made comments about her and another black hostess at the establishment. Along with that, the white customer allegedly made comments to Donahue's manager saying she should work at a strip club instead. Donahue said the woman, quote, asked if I'm even black and if I am from here, unquote. The customer was reportedly seated and began to yell at a manager who asked to have a non-black server, which the manager reportedly complied with. Another customer who saw the incident posted it on Facebook and also made calls to the company to point out the racist incident. Olive Garden addressed the incident because it went viral, which ultimately ended the company making the decision to separate with the manager involved, according to a spokesman from the restaurant. Where y'all at with that?
I want to say hats off to the customer that reported it.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Shout out to you.
For somebody to even come in with that kind of request, it is outrageous.
Actually, it's not.
At an Olive Garden, bro, where you think you at?
At an Olive Garden in Indiana, it's not.
Oh, you
No,
don't
but
even
you
know.
You don't get to pick and choose.
Indiana
who bring
is
you
the
your
birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan.
food. You don't get to pick and choose who bring you your food. You don't like who we
You
got.
might not be able to pick and choose, but to see something like that in Indiana, I don't. That's not that far fetched for me.
You don't like who we
I
got.
experienced some shit in Indiana.
You don't like who we got working here. You take your ass somewhere else.
Right. I don't blame you. I mean, that's why ultimately she got fired. But they ain't say nothing about banning that customer though.
She like this manager is so delusional because she like the customers are right with this situation.
That's what she was probably thinking.
That's what
like,
she was thinking.
Customers always right.
And she fucked up. And she fucked up. She could have told these people politely, like, you know, it's all type of races. In America, right?
You know what? I don't even feel that way because if it was some, all right, let me say this. If she didn't want to be served by somebody black, that's totally her preference. I don't give a fuck. That's how you want to feel. That's what it is. But where you went wrong was saying shit like she should be working at a strip club and yelling and causing a scene. You could have did it in a nice way. Just went in there like, you know, can I have a different server? Boom. You know what I mean? You ain't got to let people know you racist.
It don't work like that. Servers have set tables.
They do,
That's
but
their section.
Yeah, right.
You can sit your ass somewhere else then.
You can get another server if you want.
You can get your ass seated in that server section.
You can get that too. You can get either way.
That's if he would have did that. If he would have did that, then it wouldn't have went how it went. If he would have just asked to be seated in another section,
they was just going hard that day.
Yeah, I mean,
little racism came out. They was going hard.
Bottom line is they could have took it another way. If you wanted to be racist, you can. Whatever. I don't care. That's
I
how you
ain't never
feel.
about to go in no restaurant and be like, I want a black server. Like, I'm not finna do that. They work here.
That's you. That's your preference.
It ain't about a preference. It's about what's right and wrong, man.
I mean, is it wrong?
It's all the way wrong.
How is it wrong? That's what they want. They come in there to spend their money. If they want to be served by somebody white, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Cause if you black and you serving them, you ain't gonna get no tip, no way. So you over here busting your ass with somebody who don't even appreciate it. So fuck them. You might as well ask for what you want and do what you want. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I wasting my time over here with this racist prick and I'm not gonna get anything out of it at all?
That don't got nothing to do with nothing. Cause she could have been serving a black person and not got a tip. Cause half of us don't fucking tip.
That's not the point. That's not what we talking about here. We talking about what happened in this incident. In this incident, we're not talking about no black.
You was ready to throw the black.
Yeah,
no,
we're not talking about
that's
black.
That's the
customers.
point. Tip wise,
we do tip.
No, it's a lot of y'all who do not tip.
Y'all.
Who is y'all?
Y'all.
Who is y'all? You don't tip, little brokey.
I tip every time 15% at
Nah,
least.
you don't.
He said 15 cents.
Yes, I do. I said 15%.
Like, I give him the little change 15%. In my pocket.
I don't tip. Anyway.
Exactly. Point proven.
I don't care. We not talking about me. And I do tip. I just don't tip often. Okay?
Man, get out.
I do tip, but I don't tip often. And I'm not talking about me. We're not talking about black people. We talking about somebody that's white in Indiana who is apparently racist, who demanded a non-black server.
It's some bullshit.
It's some bullshit, but whatever, to each his own. I don't care. Me personally, I don't care. Because look, I've been living on this earth for the amount of time I've been living, and there's always been somebody racist. My whole life. There's never been a time in my whole life where there was no racism. Never. So it's gonna happen.
Facts.
Whatever, if it's gonna happen, then fuck it.
If you the black people out here who haven't experiences, that's kudos to you. Cause I don't know how you been in this life and haven't experienced it.
Right. So let's move on. All right. Texas woman gets life in prison in beheading of daughter. Ooh, where y'all at with that?
Oh Lord.
Where y'all at with that?
Say that again.
She beheaded.
Texas woman gets life in prison in beheading of daughter.
She beheaded her own daughter.
Her own daughter.
Look at her. She like, yep, I did it. That's how she look. Oh my God, you crazy.
Yep.
This fucked up.
Very fucked up. So let's go ahead and read the article. It's a little bit long. I'm going to try to cut it short. A Texas woman accused of stabbing and beheading her 5-year-old daughter in 2017 was convicted of capital murder and sentenced to life in prison. A Hayes County jury on Thursday convicted Crystal Villanueva, 27, that's all, she's only 27, in the death of her daughter, Giovanna Hernandez. The girl was killed at their home in Kyle, located about 20 miles southwest of Austin. So it's in Texas. Oh, we already know that. Anyway, jurors also found Villanueva guilty of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in the stabbing of the girl's grandfather, who survived. A judge sentenced Villanueva to life in prison without parole. Villanueva was arrested after police were called to the home she shared with Giovanna, the girl's father, and his parents. So it's her father, and the parents, and the mother. Okay. Prosecutors said Villanueva told a 911 operator that she killed her daughter because she asked for cereal and then stabbed her father-in-law. Okay, like I said, this article is really long, so I'm not gonna read the rest. It basically say, you know, the defendant, the defense attorney tried to argue she was not guilty in reasons of insanity, yada yada yada. But just hearing the reason for it, you know, she's getting life. It doesn't matter about anything else. Where are y'all at with this? Do you feel it was justified to cut her child's head off because she asked for cereal?
And what kind of question is that? And there's nothing that could have been.
Never asked for no cereal.
Right.
No, on some real shit though. This bitch probably mentally ill. You cut somebody's head off and she only got life. She low-key need fucking the death penalty. She fucking beheaded her fucking 5-year-old.
Right. I'm surprised they didn't give it to her because Texas normally be off of that.
Yeah, that's what I was also thinking. Like, where was the death penalty in this? Now, had she been black? I know y'all don't like hearing that out there, but it's the truth. If she was black, they just killed the one dude. In where? Alabama, and he ain't even do the murder. Yeah. But the old girl that went in Buddy crib, he stayed downstairs. The woman cop went downstairs, act like, oh, I thought he was in my house. Yeah, and killed him. Bullshit. She got 10 years, but they just killed the dude in prison. They gave him the death penalty for something he didn't commit, and yet this girl can get life for killing her own daughter. Not just killing her, but cutting her head off.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they felt like her having to live with that thought for that long of a time in jail would be more hurtful to her than just offering her. Maybe.
Mouse, what is you the master of sentences on this show?
I mean,
what are you giving her?
I mean, technically she should get.
I'm talking about you can give her any kind of anything.
Technically, you beheaded somebody, so you're supposed to get beheaded too.
Yeah.
God. So if Mouse is giving,
or just to make it worse, like you get hack jobs, like they don't get all the way through, like and then you just gotta like a couple years again, they hack your ass again. Like
oh my God,
hack your
five. You gonna
it was a 5-year-old. You gotta do that shit 5 times,
and then the 5th year you that's the hair roller. Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, master of sentences. That's what he giving them. 5 hacks.
Off with the head.
5 hacks and a chop. Good gracious. I this is a sad story, man. I mean, why your daughter, man? You can't be that mad. I mean, I understand kids can get on your nerves, but geez.
Man, some people just don't have them all in their head, man. They crazy.
Yeah.
Right. All right, moving on. NASA executive, who is former police officer charged with second-degree murder. Okay, a NASA executive and former police officer has been charged with second-degree murder. Michael Heddle of Springfield, Virginia, was arrested at the scene of the shooting of his neighbor, Javon Prather, after officers were called to the scene about 4:50 on Tuesday afternoon. Heddle has been charged with the use of a firearm and commission of a felony, alongside with second-degree murder, and is being held without bond at a Fairfax County Adult Detention Center. Mr. Prather's mother, Siobhan Prather, told the Washington Post that the two men had disagreements dating back years and believed there to be a racial motivation, as Mr. Prather and his wife were an interracial couple. Heddle would call the homeowners, this is her quote, Heddle would call the homeowners association and say there was dog poop in their backyard. He would call and complain when they put their trash out. Anything he could do to scold them to get them in trouble. Fairfax County Police Lieutenant Stephen R. Willis told the Post that police did not currently have evidence that the shooting was racially motivated. Now, check this out, guys. Mr. Heddle previously fatally shot two people in 2001 and 2003, respectively, in separate line of duty incidents. All right. He was cleared of any criminal wrongdoing in both cases, but a civil suit was settled between the family and the man killed in 2001 and Mr. Heddle and Bellevue, which is the police department. The 2001 shooting proved controversial as Mr. Heddle shot an unarmed Latino man, leading to protests and accusations of racial bias, according to the Post. The 52-year-old resigned from the Bellevue Police Department in 2003 after reaching a settlement to drop a claim of emotional distress against the department when he was accused of racial bias during a traffic stop. Now, I'm going to stop there. Hearing that, where are y'all at with this?
He sound racist. Very racist. But where you say he work at now?
He don't work nowhere. He locked up.
So the person he killed worked for NASA. Is that what you said?
No, he was a NASA executive, I believe, a former police officer.
Okay.
But regardless, where you at with that? Now his next door neighbor is a black guy with a white wife.
This is where I'm at with it.
Like
These motherfucking cops need to start getting evaluations.
Definitely.
You don't need to work in neighborhoods that you don't know about, because you need an evaluation first. This is a racist man. I guess it's racism day or something. But he can't handle a white woman married to a black man. He can't handle none of this shit. He can't handle a traffic stop. This man is killing people, and I hope he get the time that he deserves, because he fucked up.
Was he even working when the shooting happened? This new one?
No.
Exactly. So
here's the thing. This is what pisses me off, because the police department talking about we don't have any evidence saying that it was racially motivated. You might not have any evidence as of this incident, but you have prior incidences that would fuel the evidence or fuel the motivation or whatever that you need to prove that he was doing something that was he committed murder that was racially charged. Period.
Yeah. And what is he claiming? He's claiming self-defense or something?
They ain't saying he claiming anything. And also, they only gave him second-degree murder. I think that's worse. Is that worse or that lighter?
No, that's lighter. That means it wasn't planned out.
So he got second-degree, which is bogus. He already done killed two people, which is more than likely black. The motherfucker was pulling over black people or people of color and harassing them. If you ain't got enough.
He looked like he got a lot of hate in his heart.
He looked like, I know I'm gonna get out.
That too. He definitely.
He looked like, I know I'm gonna get out.
They made it a second-degree charge instead of first, and trying to keep the racial part off of it. They trying to prep it for him to get off.
I guarantee he only get most 7 years, if that.
And he should have been
and
already.
He gonna get out early.
He should have been got it like 20 years ago.
Should have got it twice 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But this shit's fucked up, man. I can't stand to see shit like this, because you gotta think about that black dude. moving to a neighborhood, starting a family. You know what I'm saying? His wife, his kids, his dogs, his neighbor is just on his head. And I guarantee they had some good times. Like, I guarantee outside they had decent talks. Like, oh yeah, you see the game? Yeah, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
So he like the white version of Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was the name of that movie? Lakeview Terrace.
Yeah. Good one. That's a good one. Yes.
He was tweaking,
but he worse. He's way worse.
He worse because he can't stand the shit for real, and he pretending.
I mean, calling the cops because they got dog poop in their backyard.
That's extra.
I don't understand that. Hey, they saying that the dog poop contaminate the water or something like that. Whatever. What is it doing in the landfills? You throwing this trash in, and you putting it in plastic bags, right? Ain't that pollution? This is gonna be hella dog poop bags all over the world. Yeah, like, come on.
Sounds stupid.
Yeah, I think it's better to let it just disintegrate in the grass than put it in a bag. Making it last longer.
It's all types of animal poop everywhere. Like, they better get out of here.
Yeah, that too. So are we supposed to walk around
bird shit on the car right now?
Right. We supposed to walk around picking up raccoon and possum shit and put it in bags?
Like, fuck out of here.
Come on, man. Our dude don't go in bags. Fuck out of here. I don't get that. But anyway, let's move on. McDonald's worker arrested after allegedly smashing coffee pot on customer's head. Just hearing that, where you at with it, Mouse?
Somebody was fed up.
They made her super mad.
Yeah. So, well, just before we even go, what's some? Give me a scenario where a person would want to.
I can't even think of why you would want to do that.
Give me some.
Bitch, give me my fucking coffee. All right. Oh, shit.
I said I wanted grande. Here go grande, bitch.
My fries are cold.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Why you do that? Nigga did the stone cold.
All right, a worker at McDonald's in New York City. Oh, that says a lot. It's in New York. That says a whole lot, as a matter of fact. In New York City was arrested after allegedly smashing a coffee pot filled with hot water. Ouch. On the head of a customer following a dispute at the restaurant's drive-through window. Wow.
Jail today.
Wow. Okay. Police responded to a 911 call late Thursday night at a McDonald's in the Bronx, where they found a man in his 30s with a deep cut in his neck. Ouch. The New York Police Department told NBC News Friday. The McDonald's worker, Imani Reed, come on. This is when I hear my black people doing dumb shit. It pisses me off. I'm sorry, y'all. Imani Reed told police she and the man had a verbal dispute at the drive-through window and that he spit on her. Okay, we getting somewhere. Maybe not. My black people doing the right thing.
I don't know, man. The coffee pot.
She said she grabbed the coffee pot and struck him with it, causing the cut in his left side to the left side of his neck. The man was taken to the hospital where he remained Friday in stable condition. Reed, who was a chick, 24, was arrested at the restaurant, police said. She was charged Friday with 2 counts of assault, reckless endangerment, and criminal possession of a weapon. It's unclear if Reed has a lawyer. Well, she's going to have a lawyer.
She had a weapon.
The coffee pot.
I feel like it was too much with the coffee pot. You could like do a Sprite on it.
Ain't too much. You know what happened?
Somebody
ever spit in your
Somebody spit on you and you
going with a hamburger.
If somebody spit on you and you gonna throw
fucking damn near burn your face and get you a cut.
Hey, somebody spit on you and you gonna hit them with.
So
okay. Hold on, wait. Somebody spit on you and you gonna hit them with Sprite.
Ray Rice got spit on. He hit her with a fist, and what happened to him?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Okay.
What we saying is you can't control yourself when somebody do some shit like that.
That was my whole point.
So
she seen the coffee fucking glass and cracked that nigga.
Ooh, that brother.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely. I think what she did was justified, bro. I do. I'm sorry. I was mad at her for a second, but now I know he spit on her.
It's justified
through the drive-through. Man, listen.
So is it justified for Ray Rice then? If that's what happened?
Let's stop comparing it.
Let's talk about
this. Let's talk about the situation at hand. Now, in this situation, she's a McDonald's worker in New York City. Is that not one of the toughest customer service based jobs in the drive-through window too? Is that not one of the toughest customer service based jobs in America?
Maybe but spit is my
It's
point.
up there.
It's up there. The difference is one of the probably, if you want to say a tough customer service job, will probably be like a telemarketer or something. But you can hang up.
Yeah,
you ain't got to. Even if they try to spit on you, you ain't gonna go through the phone. You see what I'm saying? But this motherfucker spit on her. You know what I'm saying? Why?
Why she couldn't spit back?
You
then?
keep on trying to talk about Ray Rice. I don't care who spit on you.
Right.
You gonna feel that same anger, yo. You gonna feel this anger in your
as
heart.
You saying
like somebody, they putting their saliva on you.
Spit,
that shit,
bro. Come on.
You ain't gonna think. You gonna pick up something.
What if you was arguing with somebody, right? Blah, blah, blah. All right, fuck you, and you turn your back, and then all of a sudden you hear zip, he peeing on your leg.
It's
what
going
you gonna
down.
do?
But that's my point,
it's going
though.
down now.
People be kind of.
The point is, bodily fluids from another person will start some shit.
That's facts, but I feel like sometimes
if you a 24-year-old girl who probably can't fight no man, you're gonna grab what you can grab. And the first thing she saw was a hot, bubbling, boiling coffee pot full of hot water. And slice this nigga neck. I mean, his brother's neck.
That's all I'm gonna say. I hope that man who spit on her get the same amount of time she get.
He ain't gonna get shit.
He better get the same time. He
playing victim. He's victim.
He ain't no damn victim.
Yeah,
y'all see that shit on my face?
You gonna leave the spit on your face.
Right. You gonna wait till
you be in court. You gonna be in court. You see it's still a couple bubbles.
That's right. And you gonna take this DNA off my face that man put on me.
You lying.
Yes, he is. Yes,
you gonna wipe that spit off
because I'm gonna have a case, and she better get her a good lawyer. No, I'm not. No, this the shit that he put on me. That's why I practice.
She gonna be sitting there waiting for the cops with the spit.
In the eyes of the law, spit ain't gonna get you nowhere. I mean, he spit on you, and yeah, in the streets that's fucked up, but the law don't give a fuck. The law say you can walk away. If somebody spit on you, you do have that option. And if you ain't take that option, that's on you. You got to deal with the consequences. I get it, but I'm with her. You should have hit him with that coffee pot. Right on, Miss Reed. Hit him again. The next motherfucker that spit on you, hit him or her. Somebody spit on you, it's going down. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Motherfuckers ain't got killed for less. Believe that. Motherfuckers ain't got killed because somebody stepped on their shoes. They're dead.
You right. That don't mean it was right.
That don't. But I'm saying it was less. I'm saying it was less.
I feel like a cup full of ice and Coke and a hamburger.
You have seen two dudes, some thugged out dudes and shit, whatever, right? They in a little circle talking and whatever. He like, man, I was in the club, you know what I'm saying? I seen this dude, you know what I mean? I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I had a few words with him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker spit on me. So I popped his ass. You ain't gonna be like, you're wrong, sir. You shouldn't have shot him.
I'm gonna get.
You should have wiped this. You should have grabbed some napkins, wiped the spit off, and had
somebody telling that story. I'm gonna get weak more than likely.
You should have had an adult conversation with that man, that young man.
He popped his ass. That nigga probably hit him with the bottle that was in his hand.
Or that. I'm just saying. I ain't saying that it's right to shoot on somebody because they spit on you. I'm not saying that. So people, please get that clear. But I do feel like it's right to hit somebody with a coffee pot if they spit on you because they spit on you and you work at McDonald's. You didn't dealt with, and this is late in the evening, you didn't dealt with so much bullshit that whole day, customers complaining, and this. You know, McDonald's is the worst, yo. McDonald's is the worst. It's the worst on both sides of the fence. It's the worst as a customer because you go in there. I went to McDonald's, order a quarter pounder with cheese, and the shit was cold. I'm talking about the bread was cold, the burger was cold, the cheese was cold, everything. It was cold. So if that happened to the customer, he come in there mad, I get it. But he spit on her. That's where he crossed the line. Now, as a customer on the other side of the fence, you dealing with motherfuckers who be lying, talking about, man, you put tomatoes on my sandwich. You want no tomatoes on my sandwich? You fucked up. I need some free shit. You dealing with that shit. You dealing with, it's taking too long. What y'all doing back there? That shit. You know what I'm saying? So, McDonald's just sucks.
I mean, I don't really like going to McDonald's anyway, so.
I don't because it sucks.
I DoorDash something there sometime. I was in there waiting 40 minutes for the order. So
again,
you feel me?
Thank you.
They look like they was back there bullshitting though too.
Thank you. This proved my point. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next article here. I'm gonna read the headline. We got a video for you guys, so Check this out. The headline, after the headline, we're going to play the video. But the headline says, UPS worker accused of planning mass shooting had 20,000 rounds of ammo. Now, before I play this video, the video is just like him on I think Facebook Live, and he's just talking. So we just heard the headline. We're gonna hear what he said and then see what we feel about it. Okay, can you go ahead and hit that? Yep. Okay, having a little technical difficulties here. Okay, and there we go.
This is how it ends. We knew it would. We knew I would get arrested.
This is Thomas Andrews on Sunday night as Sunnyvale public safety officers tried to pull him over. He was wanted after a fellow UPS employee showed police text threats Andrews sent that investigators said indicated he planned a mass shooting at his workplace. Andrews didn't make specific threats on his live talk, but made strange references.
UPS is a great company. But some people are tainted.
What really set the legal process in motion and led to today's 25 felony charges was the arsenal police say they found at Andrews' home.
What we know from what was recovered, it had the appearance of a situation that could be carried out.
We had a lot of assault rifles, handguns, a shotgun, but the amount of ammunition that this person had on him, over 20,000 rounds, which is incredible, which is something that I have never seen before.
Understand, this is a show for everyone to see.
In fact, some of his friends we talked to who asked not to be on camera say they believe he might have been just showing off, but they did acknowledge that they had no idea he had.
All right. Now, after hearing that, guys, where are you at with this?
First off, showing off. You ain't no showing off and you got all these rounds. You really act like you about to do something. Ain't nobody buying all that shit and not about to do nothing. Unless they one of them doomsday preppers.
Right, he could have been. Where you at, Devonna?
I mean, he could be a collector, but in this, in his video, he sound like he a little off. Like he a little mad about something at work, or he don't like a certain group of people or something is going on at the workplace that he was about to chop them down.
Yeah. To me, man, I think, well, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think the police did a good job in catching this ahead of time? Or like you think because the police always, to me, they always try to make themselves seem like heroes. I ain't never seen a heroic cop. That happens very seldom, but when it does happen, kudos to that person. But do you feel like they were heroes in this case?
What do you mean? Do I feel like they might have jumped the gun on somebody who wasn't even about to do nothing?
Do you think that, or you think they saved the day?
I think they might have.
You think they saved the lives of at least about 5 to 20?
I think it's possible that they might have saved it. Like sometimes I do prefer that they be able to get ahead of something instead of having to deal with the aftermath.
I'm glad they did that. So
he did seem a little off in
some Minority Report shit.
Right. I do feel like he was a little off in that live video. It seemed like he definitely was mad at someone at the job or a few people at the job, and maybe he would have took it there, maybe he wouldn't.
When he said some people are tainted, I was like, yeah, he gonna kill somebody.
When he said tainted, I'm like, oh yeah, he definitely feel like they gotta go.
So I honestly believe the cops did a good job with this.
Yeah, they did good.
I think that they saved the day. They saved lives. I kudos to the police for jumping on this. You guys are heroes. You see, you guys have changed my mind. Some cops are heroes. You guys definitely saved some lives. Looking at this picture with all these guns is almost
all the clips.
I don't know.
It's scary.
Who wanna collect guns like this? Like you should. It should. I don't know. I feel like it should be a number on guns,
especially if you're a hunter and you travel the world hunting. I could see you collecting guns, but him, a UPS worker, collecting guns like this, I don't know.
Right. The UPS workers down here collect them.
It's not about the gun. It's not even necessarily about the guns. It's about how many clips he got. You feel me? Like it's normal people who got that many guns.
Right.
But he just got too much ammo.
That's the thing that bothers the cops. He said, like, you know, he got 20,000 rounds, bro. That's 20,000 shots. Yo, you gonna hit something.
He wasn't gonna stop. He wasn't gonna stop till
like even if say he did this shit and you wanted to work and so you trying to hide, he got 20,000 rounds. You ain't gonna know when to get up. You're gonna be like, but you don't know he got 20,000 rounds, so you can be like, he stopped for a second. You gonna get up? Yeah, that shit's scary. That shit's scary.
I think he might have end up doing something, but I think he did the video to maybe prevent himself from being able to go through with it.
I don't know.
Because you know that people are gonna see this video and report this.
I don't know.
If you was really gonna do it, you might take the video, but you wouldn't do it live, and then you would put it out like after you got caught.
It's like a suicide note.
You're right.
You let people know.
Typically, the suicide note.
Exactly.
Typically, the suicide note gets found after the deed is done.
Exactly.
But they also got to write it, right?
Right. So, but she right. It's kind of like a suicide note in the sense of he probably was gonna do it in the next day or two.
Right, but I'm saying he shouldn't. I feel like you wouldn't have did it live. You would have taped it and then had it available to be able to put it.
That was just the way he decided to write his note. You know what I mean? And I ain't saying it was right. I'm glad he did it that way. You see what I'm saying? Well, we're going to move on to our next segment of the show, Sticky Sitchies, where we talk about sticky scenarios and situations, and we discuss them and debate about them. So this time I got one crazy for y'all, a little something, right? Okay, you've been trying forever and finally get a chance with your longtime crush. They invite you over to catch a movie. All of a sudden, you have to use the restroom really bad. And so halfway through the movie, you ask to use the restroom. And when you get there, it's a complete mess. I mean, so nasty to the point that it's so nasty that to the point where you can't use it. You can't even use the bathroom because the bathroom is so fucking nasty. Now, what do you do? Do you finish the movie? Do you leave? What do you do?
You see what excuse they got first. You like, you got something going on in your bathroom, man. Like, is your toilet don't flush or something? Like, I don't know, man. I'm probably leaving.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving
because I'm still got a shit, so I gotta go anyway.
Do you leave? Yeah, let's say you got shit because that's the worst of all scenarios, right? Do you leave without saying anything, or do you say like, "Hey, I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be back"? What do you say?
No, I'm like, bitch, you need to clean that bathroom.
You ain't that thuggish. You
a lie. I'm like,
I gotta go. That shit trifling in there, and I'm about to shit on myself.
Exactly, that trifling gonna come out
because when you gotta go,
so you ain't gonna. You be like,
you be bothered.
For you, for him, she. I don't know which one to use, but you ain't gonna be like, they use the bathroom, I might as well use it too.
Nah, get out of here.
Nah.
What if you got to shit to the point where you ain't gonna make it to another bathroom?
Well, I'm shitting outside probably better than her bathroom. The way you making it seem.
Ooh,
I know, right? I was just thinking about nasty shit.
Nasty. I'm talking about this nasty. You can't even use the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm outside with it.
You ain't gonna be like to her like me. I'm gonna come out of the bathroom and be like, listen, let me talk to you. So
I ain't talking. You got shit.
No, pause the movie. Okay. No, pause the movie. Turn it down. Mute it. One. Let me ask you something. Did you see your bathroom? Why the fuck would you invite me over here and you know your bathroom like that? Well, I ain't know you was no, I don't want to hear that shit. Go clean this fucking bathroom so I can take it. At least clean the toilet so I can take a shit. Okay?
Looking ass.
Go in there and clean this fucking bathroom so I can take a shit. And after I take a shit, I want you to clean your tub and your sink and everything else while I smell shitty in there. So you can feel the breath of my shittiness.
Boo.
Yeah, that was weak.
Fuck out of here. You're not even gonna tell it.
Nah,
if she ain't had the dignity to clean the shit before you got there, you ain't gonna want the bitch anyway.
Sure ain't, but what if she bad?
So
you ain't
some
gonna
bad
want
ass dirty bitches.
So
You still leaving that day, and you might let her come to your house one day and smash.
You ain't never going to
you
her
gonna
house
smash
ever.
one time.
You ain't gonna never go to her
fuck with
house.
no more.
Yep. You ain't gonna never go to her house.
That shit nasty, man. I don't know. I might just leave though. For real,
I'm
like,
gonna leave.
If it's too bad, like, yo, I'm gonna be like, this bitch trifling. I ain't even
Hey,
seen her room.
Hey, look, you gonna be
I ain't
mad
seen
too
her
because you
room.
got a shit and it's nasty. You probably just
probably
walk
got
out.
used pads all over the floor.
Oh Lord,
Man. No, you didn't.
Oh Lord. For real. She got some nasty shit. Don't let her have a pet. It'd probably be dog shit on the floor. Yikes.
What if the bitch nasty and she got used condoms on the floor?
But she bad though.
If she got used condoms, you need to leave.
I was leaving her
Man,
before
you
that.
need to
That's
leave.
when you gonna leave when you see used
No, he
condoms?
said.
I would have
what if
left
she
before.
had
I
it?
would have left before that.
If you walk in the house and you see one, like, as soon as you open the door, like,
That's super.
say you step on it, it's like, you go, what's that?
You gonna be
What
you
the
gonna,
fuck? Ah, hell nah.
You gonna be like,
Yo, you a prostitute?
yeah.
Are you?
Are you?
All right, we're going to move on to our next segment of the show, relationships. I got a couple of them for y'all. Okay, you meet a girl / guy. You take a liking to them. You exchange numbers and go your separate ways. The next day, you text, what you doing? They say, I'm doing okay, I guess. Just $40 short on the light bill, but I'll figure it out. What do you do?
I'ma stop texting. You want something?
Exactly. Like I'm not texting.
You better off just asking. Don't hit me with that.
Right.
I'm all right, I guess. I'm just $40 short on my light bill, but I mean, I guess I'll figure it out.
Oh,
I mean,
you need the 40.
I mean, people
So
don't
you
be
trying to do something for a piece of change.
Right.
You know, people don't be trying to help me out sometimes, so I guess I'll figure it out.
Make them feel bad. Make them feel bad.
Hold on. I was like, bitch, I asked you, what you doing? That how you doing? Fuck out of here.
Damn, you fucked up.
No.
You ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, I am gonna say that because I ain't
like
asked.
he talk like that.
I do talk like that. I don't know why you think I don't, bro. If I didn't ask you that. I don't ask you that.
I don't believe you.
I need to see some old text messages.
I'm like,
talking like that.
I'm sorry you got that situation going on, but I ain't what I asked you.
Oh, you a cut though.
You a cutty.
Mouse is cut though.
So I would have been like, so what you out there trying to hustle it up?
Oh damn.
Is
then
what
you gonna go to
doing?
her house, you gonna walk in, you gonna step on something, you gonna be like, you look under your foot, it's a condom. Like, she a prostitute.
That's the same joke, huh?
Same girl. I'm not. First of all, I'm not giving nobody that much energy. Like, if you feel sorry, if you feel sorry for the person, you just gonna automatically be like, well, I'll give you $40.
So you gonna give him the money.
Met him,
So Devonta gonna give him the money. All right, what you gonna do?
That's if I feel sorry.
So
but other than that,
Nah,
I'm probably not. I'm probably not. If I just met this person, I'm not giving. I'm not texting you back.
Motherfuckers are good
So
at
you be
sympathy. Motherfuckers will be like, you know, I'm only $40 short. I mean, I had the money, but something came up. I had to pay something else, and you know, I'm only $40 short. I would ask my peoples and them, but they be playing me sometimes, you know, and I be going through things, you know. I got a hole in my sock right now. I mean,
not the hole in the sock.
I mean, I was gonna ask you, but I just met you, so you know, right?
And then I would have hit her
There's
with
a
the
text message gonna be like, "Do you know?" Next message, are you sure?
I would
you know?
I would have hit her like, I know I'm dealing with the
Here go
same
the
shit.
text
What you
message.
got for me,
Here go the
motherfucker?
text. So you sending it, right? Here go my cash app. Did you send it? I ain't getting no notification. You gonna keep getting a long.
I be like, you want cash app, huh?
Come
You know you
get
got
this
suck a
40.
nigga so for the cash app.
Oh shit! For that 40.
Yeah,
You got sucking
I feel
nigga
the same
lonely
way.
for the 40.
I feel the same way. Come get it. Come get the 40.
You gonna make him give you that cash app? Look at you. Anyway, moving on to this is a question here. How big of a role should spirituality or religion play in a relationship? How big?
To me, I feel like that's personal with your belief. I don't think that necessarily both of y'all had to have the same beliefs.
How you gonna get married then?
You can still get. I mean, it depends on how different you believe for the marriage part.
You switch that up quick.
But I'm saying, okay.
Okay.
I'm saying like if one like say they Christian. Whatever.
Have you ever prayed with your girl before?
Yeah.
Not eating.
No, I ain't talking about eating, but yeah. But I'm saying like my aunt heavy in church or whatever, but my uncle ain't as heavy, but that don't affect their relationship.
I understand that.
But
okay.
I mean, different like say. Buddhist and Christian.
We're not talking about that. We saying how big of a role does it play in a relationship, or should it play in a relationship? How big should it play in a relationship? Not dealing with other people. And we talking about you. How big of a role should religion or spirituality? It don't have to be a religion. It don't have to be Buddhist versus Baptist. Spirituality. How big does this play a role in a relationship for you?
I think it plays a big role in my relationship, because if I feel like this person doesn't have the same kind of mindset of knowing
or
beliefs, if we not and going to like different religions, I can't be in. I don't know if I have never experienced this, so I ain't gonna say I never can, but I have never experienced like I'm with somebody. And they're like Baptist, and I'm Jewish or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? I never experienced that, and I don't know if that can work out because y'all have two different beliefs. So how can your relationship grow?
I feel like it's gonna play a huge role, because part of growing as a human being is growing closer to God. I think that you becoming the ultimate human that you can, the ultimate person you can. You have to grow, and therefore, in order to achieve that growth, you have to grow closer to God at some point in time in your life. You know, I understand that when you're younger, you don't see it as clearly as you do as you get older, because you're getting closer to death, obviously. But you know, eventually you have to grow that way. And if you with someone and y'all are growing together, then the both of you have to grow spiritually together. There's no way around it. So if you do have two different religions, you're going to have to figure out a way to accommodate for one another and grow with one another religiously or spiritually, whatever it is. So you're going to have to learn that person's religion. They're going to have to learn your religion if you got two different religions. If you got the same one, it's easier. You guys can go and seek spiritual guidance together. You know what I'm saying? Which is a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it plays a big role, whether it plays a big role early on or middle or later on in a relationship. Eventually it's going to come about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if y'all care about y'all religion or
relationship, if you care about
spiritual life,
if you care about your relationship, you're going to do it. That's how I feel. If you care about your relationship, you're going to do it.
Yeah, I definitely think you should. If y'all have different beliefs, that y'all both should look into the other person's stuff as well. Mm-hmm. And because there can be things in both of them that y'all can kind of gear y'all stuff around, like moral wise.
Well, most religions are the same. You just got to learn them, because like I dated a woman or whatever that was Muslim. You know what I'm saying? And at first, I didn't know anything about Islam. So me dating her for so long, we dated 5 years. Me dating her for so long, I had to, you're going to pick it up little by little, you know what I mean? So by the end of the relationship, I knew a lot about Islam, because eventually I started to study it for myself. And I realized that there's a lot of similarities when it comes to all three religions, all the main religions, you know, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. All three, there's similarities. So you're going to have those things that y'all can kind of attach to, you know, meet in the middle in a sense. You know what I mean? Right. So, yeah, I think that's important. Very important. You know? Y'all think it's important?
Yeah.
You think it's a big role? It plays a big role?
I think it plays a big role for y'all to grow and be on a different level than just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a physical attraction.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Okay, moving on. Next scenario. You and your partner haven't really been having sex recently. When you sit down and talk about it, they say they want to experiment and ask if you'd be happy to open the relationship for a trial period, would you end the relationship or would you keep it going? Or would you, would you open the relationship with her?
What's that? What's a trial period?
Like a certain amount of time, like a trial when like a Netflix trial. You get probably like a week where you open your relationship.
Oh, I thought you was about a neck fest.
It would depend on how long y'all been in a relationship. Like at the beginning of the relationship, I think you might be more open to that. But like y'all been like married for some years and then you come with
I think it would happen. Me personally, I think it would happen more so after y'all been together for a minute.
I don't know, man,
Cause they just like in Hall Pass, they had been married for a minute. They was
old buddy couldn't go through with it.
Exactly, that's the point.
And then she did, and that shit was hurtful.
That's the point of doing it. It's like you need to make sure. Still, it's been 20 years.
Still, I think you should have already know by then, man. You should have made sure. I feel like
in
you
the
should make
beginning
sure
of your
beforehand.
But in the beginning of your relationship, you better be having sex. If you're not having sex in the beginning of your relationship, you need to get rid.
Some people be what's it called? Where they not having sex? A celibate. Yeah, celibate.
No, we're not talking about that.
So you talking about people y'all was having sex and then y'all ain't having sex.
Right.
And they come.
Yeah, that's what we talking about.
And then they come.
That's what we talking about.
And then they come with this shit like, I think we should try some other shit, bring some other people into it. That's
so you
we can experiment.
So Devon, you gonna end the relationship?
We can experiment without.
I mean, if this is something like big on my partner's mind, and he really got a little plan, like you do this, I'm gonna feel like
you've been thinking about this too long.
You've been thinking about this too long. You want to like break up?
Yeah.
Like you really don't want to like try with me, and you want to try with other people. I mean. We should just probably break it off or something. Because I would feel like that in my heart. Yeah, you ain't even talk about this to me. Like,
that's what you're saying. It's like if somebody bring that to you, it's like they already got a plan in motion.
Right.
And therefore, you going to be like, hell no.
I'll probably be like, well, you go do what you feel like you got to do. And when you done,
I'm going to have my bags packed.
Well, I'm saying we're not going to be together during that time. I'm saying you go do what you got to do. I'm going to go over here and continue focus on what's important.
For a dude though, if your girl come to you like that, and you can't find no Jones out there, you can always go to Shorty crib or you go at her house. You step on something, you be like, "What the fuck is that?" Man, you lift on your foot. There's a condom. You be like, "She a prostitute? That's what this $40 is for."
Get your goofy.
You can do that.
No,
you go ahead and get your little rocks off.
What's wrong with you, man?
I'm just saying, as a dude, you got that option. Women don't have too many options like that.
Women can get a nigga anytime they want to. What you talking about?
That's true. That's very true. All right. So, are you in a relationship?
Yes.
You ending it?
Am I ending it? Yeah.
Okay, y'all end it. All right. So, next one. You find out your partner has been messaging somebody. The messages are flirty, and you're not happy with them at all. But as far as you're aware, your partner hasn't met up with the person they're texting. Would you end the relationship or would you keep it going?
Nah, not off no text messages, but you know it's gonna get heated.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed about it, but I ain't gonna end it. Like, I'm gonna be questioning you, like, why you even got this person number text me?
Like, you ain't text me in 3 days. I text. You flirt with me. Come on.
Right.
Come on, let's flirt. Come on, look at me. Look at my eyes.
I'm not gonna
look at my eyes. I'm blinking.
Flirt like that.
Come on. That's what you gotta do.
That's too much.
Flirt with me. Look, I'm bringing some sausage.
Some sauce?
Yeah, some sausage. All right, yo, we're gonna move on to our next segment of the show, the Put You On segment of the show. One of my favorite segments of the show, where we put you guys on to something that we peeped out. You know, we gonna put the world on, like let y'all know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So when you do enjoy it, we can run up on you like, I put you on to that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So for me, my Put You On is the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I just saw it. It's still in theaters. I just saw it. The shit's dope. All right, the movie is really dope. Jim Carrey, that motherfucker had me weak. He's funny. Jim Carrey, one of the funniest man in Sonic.
He played Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah. He plays, thank you. He plays Dr. Robotnik. He's funny. He gives a lot of people like, I don't know, because he's skinny and Dr. Robotnik is normally fat. Mm-hmm. You know, Mr. Eggman is fat. But, you know, he did a good job regardless. The motherfucker did a good job. One of my takeaways is that mustache is weak as fuck. But he did a good job. He did a good job. The movie's great. I fell in love with Sonic. I thought it was cool. They was at a bar and shit. There was a scene when they was at a bar and shit, and Sonic had ate some chili dogs, and I was like, yes.
Why you spoiling movies for niggas?
I'm just letting y'all know. I'm like, he ate the chili dogs. Like, yeah, y'all kept it real. You know what I'm saying? Because he like chili dogs.
Chili dogs. Yeah, that was hard.
He the reason why I like chili dogs. When I was young, I used to watch the cartoon. He was like, chili dogs, chili dogs. Like, I want a chili dog. I ate that shit. I was like, it's great. You know what I mean? So that's why I put you on Sonic the Hedgehog movie. So what you guys got?
Okay, I got The Foreigner. It's on Netflix.
Ooh.
If you guys miss Jackie Chan, he is in this movie. And I like it a little bit because Jackie Chan, usually I don't like old people fighting or running and stuff in movies because that's not my thing. I don't like to see that shit. Jackie Chan got the moves.
He's believable. Definitely believable.
Watch it. It's decent like.
Yeah.
Decent like. Oh my God.
I like it.
Anyway, all right. I got this app called Roadie, and you pick up packages for people, and it might be somewhere it's in the same city, or it might be to a whole nother state, and they pay you for your services.
Okay, cool.
I'm probably gonna try it out next week. I'll let y'all know next time on how it goes.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and conclude, man. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram at Keys with a Z _757. And if you want to be a guest on the show or anything like that, check out our fan page, Up for Debate TV on Instagram. And also hit us up on our email if you want to be a guest or send us some merch or something. Up for Debate 757@gmail.com. That is our show. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Holla.